Okay, so we're looking at 4.5 notes, writing and solving proportions. So on this first example, we are looking at 2 times what gives me 8, and it's 2 times 4. So if 2 times 4 is 8 right here, up here we're going to say 3 times 4 to get the answer here. So x would equal 12. Because if we're multiplying by 4 on the bottom, we do the same thing on the top right there. Okay, so now what we're going to do on, I want to show you the solving proportions algebraically. So we're going to cross multiply this when we do it. Okay? Now, so we go x times 14 is 14x, right? X times 14, 14x, and 6 times 35 is 210. So from that point, what we do, how do we get the x by itself? We divide by 14. We divide on both sides by 14. So that cancels over here. So then 210 divided by 14 is 15. So 15 is this right here. X is equal to 15. X would make that, 15 makes this a true proportion. Okay. Now, let's look at let's go ahead and, so on this, number 1, right here on this example, we are going to, we could use either method for this. Does 5 easily multiply to be 20?
Yes.
Yeah, what would we multiply by?
4.
4. So we could easily multiply by 4 right there. 5 times 4 is 20. So if we multiply by 5 on the top, what do we do on the bottom? So we'll multiply by 4 down here. So that's 8 times 4. So D would equal, what is 8 times 4?
32.
32 is correct. 32 is correct. Okay, now, now on the next one, is it easy to, what do you multiply times 10 to get 15? Well, that's not quite so easy, right?
No, 2.5.
So anyway, that's not an easily multiplying number. So this one, 5 times 4 is 20, so that was easy. So what we're going to do here is, this is where we do the cross multiplication. If you can't easily figure out what to multiply by, you're going to come sit right over here if you tap someone else and you're doing something other than you're supposed to be doing. So we're going to multiply, cross multiply here. 12 times 15, that's going to give you 180. And then 10 times A is 10A. There's no coloring or shading necessary for this assignment. So then if we want to get the A by itself, we're going to divide by 10 on both sides. So over here it cancels out. I'm left with A. And then 180 divided by 10 is just 18. So sometimes it's easier to use the first method. Sometimes it's easier to use the second method. Okay?
Yeah.
Daniel, do you have a question? Did you work out that problem? You wouldn't lie to me, would you? All right. So on the next one, what would you do to 6 to change it to a 12? Multiply by 2, right? Actually, I'm working that backwards, aren't I? What should the question be? Yeah, so what would I do to 12 to change it to 6? Divide by 2. So we would divide by 2 to get 6. So you do the same thing on the bottom here. 5 divided by 2. So W would equal 5 divided by 2. Or you could put 2.5 is also fine. But sometimes you're going to need the fraction and sometimes the decimal. Yes, sir. Okay, so what I want you to do is to solve the proportion. You can use any method you want to do this. Okay? Like, for example, this is easily recognized. 3 times what gives you 12? Right? So you can multiply by 4 on the top, multiply by 4 on the bottom. If you don't like that method and you can't figure out what it is, you can always just cross multiply. You could cross multiply on all of them if you want to. So, like right here, 3 times y, turn around, is 3y. And then 4 times 12 is 48. Okay? So then, if we divide by 3, y would equal 16. No, that's not right. Is that right? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So y equals 16. So either method you want to use is sufficient. So why don't you work on those problems real quick, and then we'll come back and do them together. So I need everybody to be working on this paper, not staring at their pencil with a piece of paper around it. I need you to be doing 2 through 6.
May I grab a calculator?
Yes. Okay, so on number 2, we're going to go 1 times 20 is 20.
Right.
And then 4 times z is just 4z. And I'm crossing it just so you can separate it from when I write it too.
Oh, that's easy.
Okay? Nope. You have to do one by yourself. So we're going to divide. Yeah, go ahead and go real quick. So that means 5 equals z. Who got 5 on number 2?
I got z equals 5. Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine. Huh? What'd you say, Marlene? No.
Quit talking!
What do you need to borrow a pencil for?
Because oh.
All right, Xavier, on number 3, what are we going to do first?
3 times 14.
What is 3 times 14?
14, 28. I want to say 32.
Nope, I got it.
42.
What is it? 42 is correct. So everyone, please practice doing this so you're ready for the test. So 3 times 14 is 42. Then we put an equal sign right over here.
Equal V?
And then you have to multiply this direction right here.
That's how much is that?
4 times V
I got it.
is... Okay, over here, what was 3 times Y? 3Y. What is 4 times Z? 4Z. So what is 4 times V?
4V?
4V
How?
is correct.
How did you get 4?
Because a number next to a letter indicates multiplication. Come here. Come sit up here.
I didn't draw my paper.
Whenever we have a number next to a letter, like we have right here,
Yeah.
a number next to a letter indicates multiplication. So 3 times y is 3y. 3 times y is 3y. On this one, 4 times z
So why did it equal
is
16?
4z. So what did I do right here? We divided both sides by 3.
Yeah, but I thought you said that it was a choice.
The doors are locked.
So lock it.
But I think it was a choice. So is y equals
Not on
16?
this. Not on this. Not the way we're doing it right now.
So is y equals 16 or no?
What does it say?
Y equals 16.
Yeah.
So y equals 16.
Excuse me?
So does y equals 16?
Yeah. Well, all this other noise. Quit. Quit. Shh. 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 So continuing back to number 3 right here, we cross multiply. 3 times 14 is 42. 4 times 5, 4 times V is 4V. Xavier,
Yeah.
move up to this desk and turn it to facing the board. Now,
Can I do that one right now?
sure. But don't move this way.
I didn't move that way.
All right, so Xavier, if I want to get the V all by itself here, what am I going to do? I want to get the V all alone.
You're gonna like do that. Where you go?
So right over here,
No, you're
what did I do? I divided by,
3.
because that's the number that was in front of Y.
Yeah.
And then over here, what am I going to do?
By 3.
Correct. No, man.
Oh.
There's not a 3 over here.
Right there. There's no.
This water
So
bottle.
this is 3Y over here.
Yeah.
This is 3Y equals 48. So I divide by the number that's in front of the Y. The middle problem, I had a 4Z. So what's in front of the Z?
4.
So what am I going to
4.
divide by on this one?
4.
Y.
Because 4 is on the bottom left.
Nope.
Because 4 is pointing at V.
No. What number is in front of the Z?
4.
What number is in front of the Y?
3.
Okay, so what am I going to divide by over here?
4.
Y.
But that was not in front of the 3.
In
of the V.
front of the V.
Yeah, but it's not in front of it.
It is.
How?
That is called in front of.
Oh.
Okay, that is called in front of.
But how'd you get it in front of you?
Okay, so I'm going to do it again, but this time try to really pay attention. Okay? Those of you who are not getting it, try to pay attention. We cross multiply. So 3, look, 3 times 14
Yeah.
is 42.
Alright.
Then you put an equal sign,
Okay.
and then we go 4 times V. What is 4 times V?
We don't know.
4V. We do know. It's 4V. A number next to a letter indicates multiplication. What
Oh,
did
yeah,
you
because-
get on number 3?
I'm still working on it.
I've already put the answer up there, which means you weren't paying attention. You're doing something else and you're not listening. Come over here and sit next to me.
So then would you...
I gave you a lot of chances, and if you're not paying attention, you're not paying attention.
So would you multiply the 3 with the 14 now?
Why do you still have a pen out? No. What number? I want to get V by itself. Look at the board. What number is in front of the V?
4.
So we divide by 4. Don't move all your stuff. Get over here.
Which would equal 1V.
No, don't put your stuff up. Just come over here and take notes. Everybody's going to put their stuff up in a minute, and you can go back and put your stuff up then. Okay, so nope. You're going to sit right here. So 42 divided by 4. I don't remember what that is.
42 divided by 4. 4
That is
60,
10.5. And then right here, that can't stop. Stop. I've already done it, Xavier. Xavier, stop. So on the right side, look up there. On the right side, the 4 cancels out and leaves you with V. Just like that right there. Okay? 10.5 equals V. Okay. I want everyone to do number 4 if you haven't already. Come here. Put your paper over here so I can see what you're doing. Just leave all that there. Just put it right on top of it.
Okay.
Okay. So you haven't done 1, 2, or 3. You've not done any of them. So why did you sit over there and pretend like you had been doing this stuff? So you asked me to give you a chance, and I did.
I don't.
You didn't even do this. I am sick and tired of you saying that. So on number 4, Johnny, the first thing we want to do is multiply this right here. What is that, Johnny, when we multiply these two things together?
54y.
54y. Correct. I'm going to draw a line here to separate those two problems. So what do? We cross multiply right here. Okay? You got it? Now, you then put an equal sign. So what do we put next?
An equal sign.
An equal sign. Johnny, what is this right here?
9 times 44.
Yes? I don't know what that is.
396.
Say it again.
300.
300. Did anybody else get 396?
Yeah.
Okay. So what do we do after that? I want to get y all alone. Right now it says 54 times y. So what's the opposite of times? Divide. So I divide by 54. So that cancels out. And if I divide by 54 on the left, hey, pay attention. You have to divide by 54 on the right. Correct. So the 54 cancels out. So I'm left with y equals
7.3 or 3.
I don't know. I don't have it.
I just put 3.
So 396 divided by 54
This is like a bunch of 3s.
is that's going to be 7.3 or 7 1/3. We can round it to 7.3. Okay? Okay. Please stop saying that song. Daniel.
Yeah.
So on number 5, we're going to multiply right here. 5 times 32. What is 5 times 32? Turn around. Now you're staying after class. Turn around. And no, all the way. Put your legs under the desk and don't turn around. I apologize. What did you say? Nope. It's not. 5 times 32. So you multiply right there. What do we do? Let's go. Come on. You're not paying attention.
We multiply.
Say it again. 160. All right. I'm going to draw this line to separate that. Then, what do we put next after that?
60
Write it down. Let's go. You put an equal sign next. So what do we put next? An equal sign. And then we cross multiply this direction. What is n times 16, Daniel?
N times 16 is 16n.
Correct. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Then what do we do after that, Daniel, to get n all by itself? So right now this is 16 times n. So what's the opposite of that?
Divided by 16.
Divided by 16. Okay, because n wants to be all alone. So we're going to divide. If we divide by 16 on the right, we divide by 16 on the left. So that's going to leave us with 10. 10 equals n. n equals 10. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, pack up.